Greetings everyone, this is P and welcome to yet another episode of Call of Duty 4 Noclipping. Today we're gonna see the level Charlie Don't Surf, or also known as, Armada. This is the file name actually. So we are in the starting sequence with helicopters. There are a lot of helicopters in this sequence. I have paused the game while allowing us to noclip at the same time. We can see some really funny LODs. LODs are basically low detail and low polygon models that are present in far distance from the player view. They're like that to preserve game memory and allow for better performance. Let's disable fog so we are able to see things from distance, and we can already see that there is something like that the sea actually fades out. This is not because there is fog, this is because the sea texture, the sea terrain patch, to be more precise, has been faded to this edge over here. So whoever designed this map cut this section of the terrain and faded from full transparency to zero transparency, this terrain patch over here. And I don't know if you knew, but these are actually oil rigs, and these must be the first time we see oil rigs in Call of Duty, in the first Modern Warfare trilogy, in game, because we have the epic oil rig mission in Modern Warfare 2, the original one. But this is the first time we see oil rigs in the Modern Warfare series. So yeah, I don't know if you guys knew that, but we are now able to see those oil rigs up close from a much closer distance and inspect them and see like just how they are designed from a much closer view. So yeah, this is supposed to be a helipad, I presume. I don't know if they're collidable or not, but regardless, we'll come back here once we gain control of player pretty soon. There's no underwater area, that's fine. Okay, before we move on, let's just unpause the game and actually noclip while doing that. We can see that all of the helicopters have people in them. Look at that. I doubt they're all NPCs. They're probably drones. Drones are basically fake NPCs, so they won't get more memory. They won't consume more memory, because basically NPCs are consuming a lot of memory, and there is a 32 AI limit for Call of Duty 4. So drones are basically fake AIs, so they won't reach the Call of Duty 4 32 AI limit. I think this is where we rappelled down, somewhere over here. There we go, that should be us. Let's see, player. Actually, let me do something. What's the button? Okay, there we go. I will un-noclip, if that makes sense. And then I will do this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there is no developer mode. That's fine. That's fine. No problem. There we go. This is our player. We have full control of player. This is our map. Fun fact about this map. This map is so massive in terms of game memory consumption. For some reason, I don't know why exactly. Maybe it's the assets, maybe it's the detail of the map. I'm not sure what does it. But this map is barely below the allowed in-game memory limit. What that means is that this map is, for some reason, loading so many stuff that it barely works in the game. So it barely works. That's basically what it is. So let's see if those oil rig platforms are actually collidable. And no, they're not. Not to my surprise, because if I were to design these, I would also make them non-collidable, because they are objects, they are geometry that is outside of the map, and there is no reason to consume game memory, game collision memory, map collision memory to be more precise, for objects that you will never actually walk on or shoot on. Let me see if they're shootable. They're actually non-colliding entirely. They don't even receive bullet impacts. And that's how it should be actually, because this map is barely reaching the limit. And why are these guys not despawning? They should be deleting after... I don't know. I did not know that these guys stay here. Ah, well, that's something we can learn. So this starting area where the RPGs are coming from, this is an area that I have explored before myself, and it's a pretty interesting dock area. Now, I don't know what else there is besides what we see, but you can just observe that there is some amount of detail that went into this. Like, this section is designed mainly for you to briefly see once you pass above it, like from inside the helicopters and stuff, you know. But yeah, not much else other than that. Is that actually a gap that you can see? That might as well be something you can see from inside the helicopter, but you can't really turn to the left that much. So yeah, maybe you can't actually see it, especially this gap over here. Now there's a very old there it is. There's a very old not Easter egg, out of map glitch. People, I think it's here where you go out of map. I'm not gonna attempt it now. I'm not really in the speedrun shape for that. And you can go all the way over here and we can find this turret. This MG turret, which is basically the MG turret that is used on the technical, which is basically a truck with an MG on the back that the NPCs use in this level. And I think this is the only level where it's used. It's also used in the Modern Warfare 2 Favela, but it's changed and it's actually usable at that point. So yeah, this turret is right here for some reason. And many people wonder why. What if I tell you that I have an answer? Of course, the answer is gonna be according to my modding experience, because I have modded this game. I have made single player missions for this game for over 10 years, like custom missions, fun me stuff. So I have a fair understanding of how things work. So the reason why this turret is here is basically because the map designer needs an instance of this turret spawned from inside the editor for the vehicle turret to actually work. What do I mean by that? I mean that the map designer cannot just spawn the turret on the vehicle. I think it spawns over here and it moves like around here. So you can't spawn it through the vehicle or through script. It has to be spawned in the map somewhere already for it to be acquired later in the script or some vehicle using it, something like that. From my understanding and from my experience, this is the reason why this turret exists here in the map, somewhere like outside the map. Now I don't know why it's placed here in specifically, like I don't know if the position has to do anything with it. Like, I'm not sure if you can even see it. You can't even see it, I think. I'm not sure of the path of the helicopter anyway. But yeah, it's insane like how many little things you can find by exploring the game like that. And props to people who actually took the time to perform the out of map glitch, which I think is up here. Let me try. Of course I won't attempt the thing. I'll just attempt it. No, I'm not gonna strafe jump right now. Never mind. So yeah, you can see that the town section of this map is quite large. I mean, relatively large compared to other places. It's not that large. But the amount of detail for a 2007 game is quite impressive, I can say. Although, if you know me, like if you've talked to me before about what I like in Call of Duty, what I don't like, I'm not the biggest fan of the Middle East setting. I'm really not a fan of this setting. But I have to give credits where credit's due. The detail is admirable and the developers did what they should do. And this is a funny thing because the NPCs look for cover nodes and they actually cover against each other because those were the available nodes. I don't have developer mode on, so I can show you the nodes right now. Do I have it by the way? No, I don't. Just checking, making sure. So now, before we go into the TV station, let's take a look at the out of map areas. Of course I'm above the skybox, that's why it looks like that. So let's see, nothing interesting outside of the map. We have helicopters going around the map, giving this atmospheric vibe. Of course, this map is obviously inspired from the movie Black Hawk Down, was it? Yeah, I think I watched this once. Have I? I don't even remember. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the Middle Eastern war setting. Maybe that's why I don't remember. Oh, we have a lake here of sorts. An oasis. Floating bushes, my favorite. Yeah, of course. Floating bushes. Like, why would you even have them like that? Is this collidable? Of course it's not. Memory has to be saved, not consumed, I mean. This is not even collidable. They really took their time to make collidable and non-collidable map areas. Like, I really give them that. Oh, this is actually collidable. Oh, and then you fall. Okay, makes sense. That's fine. Makes sense, actually. Like, you fire an RPG and you see it going through the ground. Makes sense. So yeah, I don't know if there is anything else to see outside the map. I'll go to the main station here. We see that there is a fair amount of rooftop work here. I mean, we go to this part, but this part is also taken care of as well. Although, yeah, we do fly above the map, so everything has to be, you know, the rooftops have to be designed and stuff. I don't remember noticing that. That's an interesting effect. Is that an enemy? Hello. What's up with you? Yeah, that's a nice shotgun. So yeah, TV station. I don't know what we can see about it. Like, I can go below the map and show you how it looks. Oh yeah, there's a very interesting fact about this. Let me show you. So, let's go to the server room. I think you already saw what I wanted to show you. So, we're in the server room here, and we see that there is real-time reflections. Wow, how can a 2007 game, Call of Duty 4, do this? Like, back then the technology wasn't that strong, and how did they do this? This is amazing. Well, there is a trick that is called mirroring. It's not an actual mirror that mirrors the real-time renders the opposite geometry, but it is actually a mirrored geometry that is actually built. And you can actually see it because these are models and they are not precisely reflecting the exact thing. And also through the doors, because the doors are basically showing another room and they couldn't just have remade the same room. So they just put this dark surface here. Also for the windows, you can see that they look like that. And the same thing here with these doors. They actually didn't put these things though. This is interesting. Also, they didn't do the ceiling part. Of course, the ceiling detail would be too much to replicate. And this door as well, the same thing. Like, there's nothing there. But yeah, this is a very interesting what's the name? Method, strategy to simulate the real-time reflections. And it's a very memory consuming one, because if you are to do this for every reflecting surface, it's gonna cost a lot of memory, that's for sure. Now, another thing, oh, actually, even the lighting is breaking down here. Another thing, how this actually works besides the mirroring geometry. The ground itself is a semi-transparent surface, which is like a thin glass, let's say, and it actually works pretty well. Yeah, I really admire innovations like that from map designers. It's really something. So in this main room, let me see where exactly in the building this is. Okay, just to orientate, is that a word? Just to put orientation on myself. That's even a way to say it. Anyway, we see these rooms, these are probably spawn rooms of the enemy. The lighting breaks here probably because of the light grid volume, which handles light, proper lighting on areas in the map. Those are breakable. Nice. Let me do our full bright so we can see those darker areas. Yeah, very nice. spawn rooms, probably, where enemies fight us from. If you play this mission, you know more or less how this goes. There we go. This... okay, this is just... someone just forgot to put a door here or something. Yeah. Is there anything up here? Nothing actually. This is... it's like a... control room, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, I spawned the enemies. Great. Let me do not target. So they won't get in our way. I do have God mode, but never mind. So, oh, hello. Nothing behind these doors. Oh, let's see. See this? Let's see this. This door actually leads to this area. Or does it? Aha! Yes. So yeah, it leads here where there's nothing. So yeah, never mind. How about these glasses? Do they break? They're actually in map areas, so we don't care. You can't go up here, I presume. No, we cannot. Okay, nothing here. Oh, this room. And then this room. Okay, this is actually good. So this area, you go through this, you go through this, and then you go up here. Okay, it makes sense. Everything actually binds together. That's nice. This is also a multiplayer map, so it makes sense that things would be more persistent and consistent to the design. Aha! Now this is interesting. Ah, I see where this goes. So this door leads to this dark room, which basically lacks reflection probes. That's why it looks like that. Which is a doorway to this area. Interesting. Which we go from here anyway. It all binds together. So yeah, the multiplayer map has some extra stuff here. I'm not gonna go into this. This is it's not something we should worry about right now. This area is nice, not much else to see. Yeah, I'm really struggling to find other stuff to talk about. Like, that's more or less it. Let's go to the final station area. Aha! You can actually see where the position of the main station is. Main broadcast thing. I see. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Yeah, we've reached this section over here, this room, and we have the main studio. Let's see what's there. There's nothing here. It's actually pretty nice. Very well designed. I really like it. Blue screen. Not green screen, but blue screen. Nice. Pretty cool. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything else. Nothing in particular. This bloody console, look at that. Alright, so I think that wraps it up. So, thanks for watching. It's been a nice episode. Hope I covered everything. I tried my best to cover most of it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this part. See you next time. Bye bye.